Okay, so welcome back. Previously we discussed the traditional Kung Fu fighting stance, which looks something like this. The problem with that in the real world is that indicates intent on your part to participate in a fight, and that could hurt you from a legal standpoint. You have to expect, no matter where you are, there's always going to be a camera nearby, unless you're in some cornfield and it's just you and your assailant. So with that said, instead of getting into a traditional fighting stance, we want to get into a position that we refer to as the fence. This concept, I believe, was developed by Geoff Thompson over in the UK, one of the big names in the world of self-protection, and it's also used heavily and recommended heavily by people like Morrison and also Tony Blauer, I believe, as well. So the fence basically puts you in a position where you look like you're in a more defensive position, that you don't want to fight. Your hands are up. You're keeping them open to that person so that you're not trying to hide anything like a weapon. And this does not display any kind of intent on your part that you want to hit them. It also gives you the opportunity to use the fence as sort of an antenna, so that if somebody's already in your face and then they start to move forward, you can kind of feel that with your lead hand, and then you can take action there. If they're already close to you and then they continue to move forward, that suggests intent on their part, and then you can get in that first shot. This also provides you with some protection. If you happen to miss the cues that they're about to hit you and they throw that first punch, your hands are already up, so you get this flinch response. Tony Blauer is famous for incorporating this into his self-protection programs, and Morrison takes it a little one step further, but this allows you to protect the head in some way, shape, or form. Blauer, basically the flinch response is this way, and then he employs his spear technique, so that forearm will go into their neck as you're protecting the head with the other hand. Morrison looks to protect the head altogether, but move forward into the opponent and inside their striking range as well. And then you can latch on and follow up with some other techniques. So we'll get into a lot of the other stuff down the road. But going forward, you're going to see me working more from this position rather than this position, even when it comes to working on some of our traditional Kung Fu style training. So ingrain this into your thinking. This is the fence. You're going to see a lot more of it going forward.